Good morning, everybody. Today we're going to go over the Crowdstrike portal now that we've got a lot of data populated in there. We're going to go over some of the advanced features and feature sets that are in there, and talk about a little bit about the Solarwinds and breach and how this is helping to determine what's going on, and some of the other endpoint protections are really not doing much. So I'm in the main portal, and we have a bunch of computers. This is based on like points, and you see there's a couple machines in here. Pretty useless program. Machine learning, these are low. So what I want to do is go over here to the, so you have, I already went over all the other items, high level, so now I'm going to dig down a little bit deeper. So we go here, we got hosts. Let's go into the dashboard, and actually let's jump over to host management real quick. So you can see all of your host machines that are in here and how they're all designated via status, normal, type, workstation server, domain controller, information like that. And then you go over to dashboard, and it shows you more like a higher level. How many total workstation servers recently added, offline, and then your OS breakdown. So some of the other items in here that's important is you have your overview. I know we may be jumping around a little bit, but I wanted to kind of give you a quick touch points and then dig down a little bit deeper into some specific items here. So one of the advanced benefits that this has is it can detect all of the applications, assets, and accounts. So here you have application sorted by application, application version, and then vendor. So you can search for like Solarwinds, and like Solarwinds asterisk, and find all that information. You can search by managed, unmanaged, unsupported. So this is using like a Cisco CDP protocol, something similar. And you can see that it, this is managed, and then sees neighbors. Like if you missed a server, missed workstations installing, then they'll show up in unmanaged. Unsupported is like a Cisco router, ESX, etc. Citrix, domain versus local. So as you have it installed, you can see how many you have domain connected computers versus non-connected. And then you can figure out like why do we have so many non-domain computers. And then you can click on accounts, and here I'll click on I'll click on managed devices. It'll bring up all three: managed, unmanaged, and unsupported. And then you can see here brings up managed by OS, subnet, and then you can scroll down and see like more detail. So you have this category: managed, unmanaged, unsupported. And you can see like there's some Cisco and other devices like maybe Google Chromebooks and things like that, Apple, different manufacturers. So just show you that. So one of the items here is here I'll go to investigate, a little bookmark here. So this is the SolarWinds vulnerability report called Sunburst Solargate, and you can see here there's a machine here that had it on there, and so we immediately remove this machine off the network. And the last contact was on 11/22, so no one even knew what was going on. So it was kind of interesting to see that. One of the other critical items here is you have Spotlight, which is a phenomenal feature in addition to the endpoint protection. So these are all points based. So you got critical, high, medium, low, and you can see your vulnerabilities. You can sort them. Microsoft, everybody has Adobe. Adobe should be getting rid of some other items. Open, closed. One of the critical items here is this installed patches. So this is where we're starting to see some interesting information. You can see here I'm sorting by reboot status. So as you know, you install a bunch of patches and do a lot of your work, and then push it via SCCM or other mechanism. But the server's sitting there going, I need to restart to get something done. That's why you see like some of these are at 0, and because the patches have installed, but it's waiting for a restart. So you know what happens when you remote to a server and the ghost image pops up, says, do you want to restart, yes or no, and it's highlighting yes. You hit yes and you're like, oh crap, now you're restarting the server. Well, this is why. So you can see we got some servers, look like a domain controller, maybe a workstation, and they're waiting for a restart. So you can get this over to your IT guys and say, hey, you got some servers and systems that need to be restarted to finish installing patches or configuring the patches. So that's where this comes in, super handy. So you can see there's information that's already so useful. We got failed logons. So this is where you can monitor, failed logons. I know you have it in Active Directory. You probably have a Manage Engine, maybe a Solarwinds tool, maybe something else. And then you can figure out, what's going on. You got, some user accounts that are trying to log in, and like this one here is trying to log into multiple IPs, and it can't get in there for some reason. So it's an issue that needs to be resolved. And so with that, you have the host dashboard, the application, etc., the failed logons, the patching, and the vulnerabilities. But we can dig in a little bit deeper into the endpoint protection, that it sees and can find everything. So let's go back over to, let's go to the overview, and we'll search for the SolarWinds. So what happens is you have SolarWinds server, and you have, I'll click on application, I'll search by vendor. You have applications that IT staff are running. Could be shadow IT, could be anything, people running stuff in their workstations, and that's where you have to figure out where it is. So let's search. Sorry, I lost the mouse for a second. So let's search for SolarWind and submit. See if it finds it. I think what am I searching for? Last 7 days. Let's see. In this, looky there. Zoom in a little bit, and you can see SolarWinds, many different names. That there's things that have shown up the last several days. And then you can click on View Hosts. Like, let's click on this. What was this one? Database. Let's click on View Host. Pops up a new menu. And it shows up in this machine. And the last seen was on the 17th, which is several days ago, so it's been cleaned up already. And you notice this, it's got the version, which is the one that's been populated out there. So this is a great tool. Once you're there, you can also see reports. Oops. Visible reports. Remote. Let's see here. Which one do we want here? Unique hosts connecting to country map. So There's a nice little report here, graphical, easy to view, great for management to see. So as you can see here, you probably have to engage support to get some more detail on this, but you can see, hover over here, click on it, and it shows the number of hosts. So United States, Canada, get some people going to, looks like Brazil. We got what's countries down here. South Africa. You got Australia. Don't know what's going on over there. Hey, look at this. Got, and this, this might be like AWS or Azure or something, something legitimate. So that they run a service or something like that. So. And it doesn't tell you how long ago it was. You'd have to dig a little bit deeper to figure that out. And that may be just a quick open ticket with support. And then you just pop back over to where you were, and you can go back over here. So very powerful tool set that this has, and you can see where everything is. And let's click on domain versus local. As you know, people have a lot of employees working from home now, and you can see when the last password reset was. Usually, service accounts don't have password reset limits, and then you can figure out all this other stuff, like you have here. You have a domain account versus or by password last set. And you can kind of keep track of this, make sure the help desk is pushing these policies out to new hires and things like that. Local account by password set. You got local accounts, and then you have you can search for a particular host where that came over and ran an investigation. And that's where we saw this information. And then you can click on the detail of it. But let me know if you want to see more of this. Please like this video and subscribe, and I'll do more to show more of the advanced feature set of this. Here's another one here. You got drive encryption. It supports Microsoft BitLocker. You can see how many of your devices are encrypted versus unencrypted. Usually your workstations are going to be encrypted, not your servers. Quickly run a report on this. Search for all different criteria. But hopefully this helps shed some light on the Solarwinds and how to search for it and how to use it. Our Cisco AMP and Cylance don't have this feature and can't really dig too deep. You have to fight with it. I know there's other products out there that might be able to help, but this one has it built in. Crowdstrike Falcon is just phenomenal. 2 thumbs up. Anyway, let me know if you like this. You want to see more, I'll show more and do more, dig deeper into anything else you want. But I wanted to show how this real quick can find the Solarwinds. Anyway, have a good day. Thanks. Bye.